afternoon. We'll be in Acts 10, just a summary of 9. Shaul of Tarsus is visited by Yeshua, told to go to Damascus, wait for Hananiah. Scales fall from his eyes. He's a believer now. He's converted. He's all team Yeshua now. Peter, meanwhile, is walking around just doing Peter stuff. He's healing and preaching the word of Yahweh. So, in Acts 10, now there was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a captain of what was called the Italian regiment, dedicated with fearing Elohim with all his household, doing many kind deeds to the people and praying to Elohim always. He clearly saw in a vision about the 9th hour of the day a messenger of Elohim coming to him and saying to him, Cornelius. And looking intently at him and becoming afraid, he said, What is it, master? And he said to him, Your prayers and your kind deeds have come up for remembrance before Elohim. And now send men to Joppa, and send for Simon, who is also called Kepha, Peter. He is staying with Simon, a leather tanner, whose house is by the sea. And when the messenger spoke to him, went away, Cornelius called 2 of his household servants and a dedicated soldier from among those who waited on him continually. And having explained to them all, he sent them to Jaffa. And on the next day, as they went their way and approaching the city, Peter went up on the housetop to pray about the 6th hour, and he became hungry and wished to eat. But while they were preparing, he fell into a trance. And he saw the heaven open up, and a curtain vessel, like a great sheet bound at the 4 corners, descending to him, and let down to the earth, in which were all kinds of 4-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping creatures, and birds of the heavens. And the voice came to him, Rise up, Kepha, slay and eat. But Kepha, Peter, said, Not all, master, because I have never eaten whatever is common or unclean. And a voice came to him again, the second time, What Elohim has cleaned, you do not consider common. And this took place 3 times, and the vessel was taken back to the heaven. Some are going to argue this is the reason why we can eat pork and shrimp and lobster. No, that's not what that's about. Got to read further. Got to read it in context. And while Peter was doubting within himself about the vision, what the vision might mean, look, the men who had been sent from Cornelius, having asked for the house of Simon, stood at the gate. And calling out, they inquired about Simon, also known as Peter, was staying there. And as Peter was thinking about the vision, the Spirit said to him, See, 3 men seek you. But rise up, go down, and go with them, no doubting at all, for I have sent them. So Kepha, Peter, went down to the men who had been sent from Cornelius, and said, Look, I am the one you seek. Why have you come? And they said, Cornelius, the captain, a righteous man. What is righteousness? Luke 1, verse 6, blamelessly walking in the ways of and one who fears Elohim, and well spoken of by the entire nation of Judah. was instructed by a set-apart messenger to send for you to his house and to hear words from you. So inviting them in, he housed them. And on the next day, Kepha, Peter, went away with them, and some brothers from Jaffa went with him. And the following day they entered into Caesarea, and Cornelius was waiting for them, having called together his relatives and close friends. And it came to be that when Kepha, Peter, entered, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet and bowed before him. But Peter raised him up, saying, "Stand up, I myself am also a man." And talking with him, he went in and found many who had come together. And he said to them, "You know that a Jew man is not allowed to associate with or go to one of another race. But Elohim has shown me that I should not call any man common or unclean." That's what that means. This is what brings the Gentiles into the fold. That is why I came without hesitation when I was sent for. So I ask you, why have you sent for me? And Cornelius said, 4 days ago I was fasting until this hour, and at the 9th hour I prayed in my house. And see, a man stood before me in shining garments, and said, "Cornelius, your prayer has been heard, and your kind deeds were remembered before Elohim. Now send to Jaffa and call Simon here, who is also called Peter. He is staying in the house of Simon, a leather tanner by the sea. When he comes, he shall speak to you." So I sent to you immediately, and you have done well to come. And now we are all present before Elohim to hear all that you have been commanded by Elohim. And opening his mouth, Kepha said, "Truly I see that Elohim shows no partiality, but in every nation he who fears him and works righteous is accepted by him." He sent the word to the children of Israel, bringing the good news, peace through Yeshua Messiah. He is the master of all. You know what word came to be throughout all of Judah, beginning from Galilee, after the immersion which John proclaimed, how Elohim did anoint Yeshua of Nazareth with the set-apart spirit and with power, who went about doing good and healing all who were oppressed by the devil, for Elohim was with him. And we are witnesses of all he did, both in the country of the Judah and in Jerusalem, whom they even killed by hanging on a timber. Elohim raised up this one on the third day, and let him be seen. Not all the people, but to witnesses, those having been chosen before by Elohim. To us who ate and drank with him after he rose from the dead. And he commanded us to proclaim to the people and to witness that is he who was appointed by Elohim to be judge of the living and the dead. To this one all the prophets bear witness that went through his name. Everyone believing in him does receive forgiveness of sins. While Kepha, Peter, was still speaking these words, the set-apart spirit fell upon all those hearing the word, and those of the circumcision who believed were astonished, as many as came with Peter, because the gift of the set-apart spirit had been poured out on the nations also. For they were hearing them speaking with tongues and extolling Elohim. Then Peter, Kepha, answered, Is anyone able to forbid water, that these should not be immersed who have received the set apart Spirit, even as also we? And he commanded them to be immersed in the name of Yeshua Messiah. Then they asked him to remain a few days. To add a little extra little zing about the clean and unclean, refer to Malachi 3:6. For I am Yeshua, I am Yahweh. I shall not change, and you, O sons of Jacob, shall not come to an end. I shall not change. So what changed? Is he contradicting himself? No. Shalom. Make it a great day. Read your Bible.